Alright, let's dive into something that's been buzzing in the wrestling world lately. So, Xia Brookside just defended her Knockouts World title against Wendy Choo on TNA Impact, and honestly, there's a lot to unpack here. But first, let me hit you with this. Why does this match matter beyond just the title? Personally, I think it's a perfect example of how wrestling is evolving. You've got Xia, who's been on a tear since winning the title at Slammiversary, and Wendy Choo, a name that's been making waves in NXT and Evolve. This isn't just a title match, it's a clash of two rising stars from different promotions. What makes this really interesting is how it blurs the lines between TNA and WWE, even if just for a moment. It's like the wrestling world is becoming more interconnected, and I'm here for it. Now, let's talk about the match itself. One thing that immediately stands out is the intensity. These two didn't hold back. The call and response sequence before the commercial break? Pure storytelling. It's like they were saying, we're not just here to wrestle, we're here to tell a story. And that double knee takedown outside the ring? Brutal. But what many people don't realize is how much psychology goes into these moments. Xia targeting Wendy's spine wasn't just a random move, it was a strategic way to limit her opponent's mobility. If you take a step back and think about it, it's these small details that make wrestling matches feel like a chess game. Wendy's snooze button finisher? That's a move that's been getting a lot of attention lately, and for good reason. It's high impact, it's unique, and it looks devastating. But here's the thing, it only got a 2 count. And that, in my opinion, is a masterclass in pacing. If Wendy had won with that move, it would have been a statement. But by having Xia kick out, it adds layers to the story. It shows Xia's resilience and sets up Wendy as a credible threat. What this really suggests is that both wrestlers are being positioned for bigger things down the line. Now, the sleeper hold reversal into the Dark Side DDT? That's the moment that sealed the deal. But what's fascinating to me is how Xia switched gears. She went from looking like she was fading to suddenly taking control. It's a classic underdog moment, but with a twist. Xia isn't exactly the underdog here, she's the champion. So, it's more about her proving why she's still on top. A detail I find fascinating is how this mirrors her journey since winning the title. She's had to fight tooth and nail to keep it, and that's what makes her reign so compelling. And then, there's the post-match staredown with Elayna Black. Honestly, this is where the Real story begins. Elayna's been circling the title for a while now, and this moment feels like the calm before the storm. What this really suggests is that Xia's reign might be far from over, but the challenges are only getting tougher. From my perspective, this is TNA setting up a long-term narrative, and I'm all in for it. If you think about it, wrestling is at its best when it's not just about the matches but about the stories those matches tell. So, here's my closing thought. Xia Brookside's title defense against Wendy Choo wasn't just a match, it was a statement. It's a reminder that wrestling is as much about the journey as it is about the destination. And with Elayna Black waiting in the wings, I can't help but wonder, how much longer can Xia hold on to that title? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, keep it locked here for more wrestling breakdowns and hot takes.